Welcome back to Masterpiece Tarot. I'm Kala, and I'm going to go ahead and get another reading. I am going to do a Celtic cross for Divine Feminine. Okay, so let's just jump right in. All right, Spirit, what is it that you would like for us to know about feminine? What would you like for us to know about feminine today? Okay, we've got a Two of Swords. This is somebody who may feel like they can't see what's going on. Could be a sense of avoidance here. That's crossing the world. Something's closing out. This is a completion. This could also be an achievement. So if you are listening and this is resonating for you, if you're just curious about feminine or divine feminine, there is a little bit of a sense that, maybe you've completed something recently, but you're at a crossroads and you don't quite know where to go. Okay, you don't know what the next step is. In the conscious space, we have an Ace of Wands. You could be desiring a new start of some kind. Maybe you want more passion in your life. Maybe you've been through a divorce. Maybe you've been through, I don't know, completed some kind of a contract with work, and things are opening up for you now. What are you not seeing, feminine? All the choices that you have, perhaps. Okay. You could also be seeing. You could also be not seeing that there are some illusions here. Okay. You might have some like pie in the sky dreams. But I think I would prefer to read it as, because we have an Ace of Wands here, so this is kind of what you're consciously manifesting. I think I'd prefer it to read it as you might not be seeing how good some of the choices that are in front of you actually are. In the past, we have a Five of Swords, so there was some kind of conflict or adversity. You could have been bullied. You could have been through some kind of abuse, even. Just kind of intense. Oops, dropping cards. Okay. What's coming up here in the future, in the near future for feminine? Wheel of Fortune, nice. Yeah, so changes, a turning point of some kind. This could be good karma, could be bad karma. Let's find out. Okay, and you're seeing this as, some type of a balancing act. You are maybe trying to, close out a cycle and look forward. And there can be some challenges with that, especially if you are like shifting timelines or leveling up, or perhaps you're needing time to heal. Could be something like this. What's in the environment? Feeling of being tired. People may be seeing you as tired. They might be seeing that you're worn out. Maybe you need a rest. They might also see you as being very resilient, strong, because you've been through something big. The world is a big cycle. It's, closing out. So you are a wounded warrior, perhaps, or they're seeing you that way. But at the same time, you're strong. You're really strong. And I think there's a sense that you are going to level up or move ahead successfully. Hopes and fears. We have a Pentacle, Queen of Pentacle. Okay, she's nurturing. She's comforting. So you might be hoping to have more of this energy in your life, maybe from other feminines. This could be like sisterhood or your feeling of family. It could be your actual family. It could be a partner. It could just be you. Okay, moving into a position where you're sitting on a throne. We have a King of Cups. This could be the person who's coming in, or that you are, collaborating with in some way. We are doing the outcome here. We have a Two of Wands. So this could be planning. you're taking action towards this, whatever it is that you're looking to do next. Yeah, there's a sense of planning here and fast movement. We have a Page of Pentacles, a Ten of Pentacles, so there's some abundance here. We have a Queen of Cups to match the King of Cups. A Page of Wands, so lots of steps, feminine, and a Tower. Okay. Well, this is rather interesting. Okay. So what I'm getting here is that this might not be resonating for you, okay? But, you know, we all do go through trials. So this might be a cycle that you're going through that is meant to teach you some lessons. And I'm looking for the lessons. And it might just be right here. In the very beginning, we see somebody with a blindfold on. This I'm thinking is like rose-colored glasses a little bit. So maybe you've been choosing not to see something. Maybe you've been choosing unconsciously to be in a kind of stalemate. Maybe you're not making a choice. And maybe that's the problem. Right? The other thing is the world could be this could be somebody else closing out a cycle. This could be a separate energy. And you may be feeling stuck because somebody else is closing out a cycle. They could be closing out a cycle with you. Or they could just be simply closing out a cycle for themselves, and that means that, you know, they might be moving away from you. You know, after all, we do see that others, maybe who know more about the situation, see you as a wounded warrior. You've been through something tough, and you're having a Tower moment. It's not that this is bad karma necessarily. I mean, it could be. It could be that this is a lesson you're needing to learn. It could have to do with some kind of bullying. You may have participated in something that wasn't the best. You know, we all make mistakes when we're younger. You could have participated in, you know, something that hurt somebody else in some way. Okay? You're needing to see that you do have choices here. Okay? You may be thinking that you don't, but actually you do. So if this reading is resonating for you and you are going through something difficult where there's a tower coming down in your life, there is an opportunity to empower yourself here. Okay? You know, we can choose to feel like a victim, okay, like one of these toxic things in one of these cups, okay, that have a victim mentality that's really negative, and you're going to attract that to you. You're going to attract other people who are blaming others and feeling disempowered. Or you can choose to see whatever you're going through as a lesson. Look at your own, you know, take some ownership for yourself. Look at your own choices, your own decisions, you know. And I think the thing that is so often missed when we, you know, that we can benefit from when we're learning and growing spiritually is that all of the power for your own life and your leveling up lies within you. It's not someplace else. It's not somebody else's fault that you're going through what you're going through. We've all been there. So I'm absolutely not, you know, faulting you at all. I'm just saying, like, there is opportunity when we go through tough times to try to, as hard as it is, sometimes our egos don't like to do it, but look at what decisions you've been making and how you can make different and better decisions going forward. Okay, feminine, so this is your reading. If you're going through something like this, I'm sorry because I know it hurts, but we've all been there, and keep your head up. And, you know, I have total faith that you are going to learn whatever lesson or lessons you need to learn, and that this will be empowering for you ultimately. Okay? Thanks for tuning in. Bye for now.